You want to start your one-person business in Denmark and you don't know where to begin? This video is for you. Hello, here is Atafe, and today we will look at two common options, PMV and sole proprietorship. Both are for one owner, but they differ on VAT, employee, and admin. Let's break it down.
The best place to double check the rules is the official Scout website. You can find the link in the description. There is this table that clearly compares PMV with sole proprietorship. Let's walk through it now. In both PMV and sole proprietorship, you will obtain a CVR number. Both of them are one owner setups, so it's just basically you that run the company. In both cases, you must bookkeep, make a tax account statements, and report the results on your tax return. In PMV, the revenue size is under 50,000 over a year, but in sole proprietorship, the revenue size can be anything, so there is no limit. If your revenue size goes more than 50,000 in a year and you are a PMV, then you have to convert it to a sole proprietorship. In PMV setup, you cannot register your company for VAT, whereas in sole proprietorship, it is an opportunity. Since PMV is not VAT registered, so filling the VAT accounts and reporting VAT is not the case basically. But in sole proprietorship, since it's VAT registered, keeping bank accounts and report VAT is mandatory. There are some businesses that they hit a special excise duty and payroll tax. If you have such businesses, you cannot have business as PMV, whereas in sole proprietorship, it's possible. You cannot hire anybody in your company if you are PMV, whereas in sole proprietorship, this is an opportunity. You have to renew your CVR number every 3 years, whereas in sole proprietorship, you don't need to do that, so you can keep your CVR as long as your business is running. Here are some interesting questions and answers about PMV that normally business owners encounter to them. So I'll just dig into them. Do you have to do accounting? Yes, you have to do accounting always, no matter what type of business you have. And you must enter the profit on your annual statement. Do you have to write VAT on your invoices? The answer is no, since PMV is not VAT registered, so you don't charge VAT on your goods and services. If you want to charge VAT, you need to have a VAT registered company like a sole proprietorship. What do you do if your turnover is more than 50,000 annually? So if your turnover exceeds 50,000 within 12 months, you must convert your PMV to sole proprietorship and then register your company for VAT. You can do this easily in Virk.dk. Should you switch to PMV if your turnover is less than 50,000 annually? The answer is it's not a requirement. You can decide to do that or just stay in sole proprietorship. But if you want to switch to PMV, you have to see if your company has this condition. So if your company can be run under PMV setup, and if so, you can convert it to PMV. And you can do that easily in Virk.dk. So the last question is that whether you can trade abroad as a PMV or not. When it comes to selling, it very depends on selling goods or services. If you want to sell goods, you can only sell goods within EU and you cannot sell goods outside of the EU. But when it comes to the services, you can only sell services outside of the EU and not within the EU. Because if you want to sell services within EU, you have to be VAT registered company, so your company must be sole proprietorship. But you have to be aware, if you are selling goods outside of the EU, you have to double check the rules in the country that you are selling your services. In your country, so you have to pay the VAT on the country that you are buying the goods. There are also some goods that some special taxes apply on them, so you have to pay tax if you are buying them. And there are some goods that you cannot buy them because excise duties apply on them. We will talk about this in another video.
Thanks for watching my video. You can find my website in the description. I support artisans across European Union. Next time I will show you how to register your company on Virk.dk. Stay tuned.